Halo teman-teman, kembali lagi dengan aku Lala. Hari ini kita akan melanjutkan lagi The Royal Romance Book 1, Chapter 13, Hunting for Love. Will you catch the prince's eyes? As you ride on Cordonia's historical royal hunt? Let's go with this Marabella dream. I'll take her. Hear that, Marabella dream? You'll be riding for a great lady now. Keep her safe. If you like to change your name, now will be a fitting name. Your name will be Maria aja deh. How's that, Maria? Just then, there is a small commotion outside. It drew nearer until the king entered the stable. Maxwell trailed him, trying to grab his attention. If you'll hear me out, I can explain the finer point of freestyle dancing. Lord Maxwell, if you'll please allow me to inspect my horse. At least, let me recommend some video. Father. Your Majesty. Liam. And Lady Lala, who look absolutely sporting today. Thank you, sir. Ready for the ride today? I am now. We'll see you shortly then. You courtesy. Grabbing the reins, you lead Maria out of the stable. Maxwell falls into step beside you. I could only hold the king's up for so long. You did great. Yay, how about after all? Come on, let's meet up with the others. Oh ya, biar aku bisa bersama-sama Liam ya. You and Maxwell arrive outside the manor, where the queen, the train, the suitors, and a host of other nobles have gathered. And then he demands a 1% surcharge on all export from my country, as if he was negotiating from a position of strength. Merchant can be so busy sometimes. Are you always the last to arrive, Lala? But look at her horse. She's so pretty. The most beautiful horse. Isn't that right, Maria? Hey! Is that the horse that won the derby? How did you get a hold of that beauty? It's not polite to ask. The crowds fall into silence as King Constantine and Prince Liam arrive on horseback. A stream of servants laid out horses for the crowd. One approached you with a horse in tow. Dan swear, kemarin kan aku vaksin ya. Hari ini aku demam. Jadi kalau misalnya ini ngomongnya agak patah-patah, otakku lagi loading. That's quite alright. I already have a ride for today. The servant bows and lead the horse away. Please join me on this special day when we honor the rich history of those who came before us. The noble and suitor mount their steed. Let us ride! King Constantine leads the group out onto the trail. Soon after clearing through the forest, you find yourself winding through a mountain trail. Maxwell and the train have fallen behind, looking deep in discussion. At the head of the trail rides Liam, the king, and the queen. Madeline rides next to them as they look at the king's story. And that's how I rescue Liam from the visiting delegation's border Kalish. You enjoy that story too much. I wanted to commission a painting of the dog nipping at your heels, but your mother told me it will be too humiliating. It's a sweet story. Tell me more about the prince when he was younger. Olivia rides up alongside you. I cannot believe Madeline. She's playing dirty, using her friendship with the Queen to spend time with Prince Liam. I want to wipe that smug look off her face. Olivia, you are a two of a kind. How dare you? I am nothing like her. You're both calculating and ambition, and you're both playing to win, using whatever advantage you can. But see, never mind. Olivia hovered right up ahead of you. Hannah take her place, coming up alongside you. Howdy! You look a little lost there, partner. You give a girl a horse and suddenly she thinks she's a cowboy. Well, I know how to ride like one. Oh, of course you do. I also know the English, Mongolian, and Arabian style of riding. Nothing say aristocrat quite like horse riding skill. Now you're just showing off, Anna. My family made me learn them so I'll be able to impress the different courts around the world. Hannah, do you have any happy memories of your family? Once, during a dressage competition, I was thrown off my horse. I landed badly and broke my arm. My parents immediately rushed me to the hospital and stayed by my bed while I recovered. I was certain they were going to lecture me about losing the competition, but instead, they got me ice cream and told me how relieved they were that I was okay. That was sweet of them. Oh, tapi masa harus parah dulu? It was really nice. I didn't even mind the broken arm. So, you did something called dressage? It's actually an old aristocratic tradition meant to strengthen and train horses for war. Wow. But now the moves are judged as part of the dancing routine. It's a sport with branching ponies. Exactly. Here, I can teach you a little move. This isn't going to be too complicated, isn't it? Branch a lot, your house unlock a special scene. Okay. The other horses probably won't be able to keep up. But this is nothing. Your horse cannot handle. After all, she's a champion. Hannah grabs the rein and steers her horse in a tight clover leaf formation. 10 points! Thank you. It's a simple move. You should give it a try. Right. Can I give you a rose after? If you got one, sure. I'll be here if anything goes wrong. Hannah taps your horse hindquarters, prompting it to move forward. Okay? You can do it, Lala. I should steer her. You steer Maria around in elegant cloverleaf formation. Yay! Nail it like a champ. I give you a gold medal. Dressage champion, you perform a little dressage with Hannah. You're just saying that to make me feel good. We all deserve to feel good every now and then. Farther up the trail, Penelope and Kiara gestured for Hannah to join them. She waved back. This is new. Since the three of us have fallen out of the running, we have become a little friendlier with each other. You're making more friends. My parents will think of them as political alliance, but in either case, I shall pay them a visit. Until next time, Lala. Bye-bye, Hannah. Hannah rides over to Penelope and Kiara. Someone behind you call your name. Royal. Drake wave you over. You slow your horse down, letting the other pass before moving back in line next to him. There you are. What is it? You look very dignified today. Oh my gosh. Opening with a compliment? Careful, don't want you falling off your horse now. I'm surprised you're out here. You are out here with all the nobles today. Bener juga sih. Soalnya si Drake kan gak suka Nobel. Turns out I had an opening in my schedule today. And there's something oddly satisfying about watching Nobel fuss over their stuffy blazers. Is this why you're not frowning as much as usual anyway? It has more to do with the company I keep. A second compliment! One more and you win the jackpot. I hope it's all your whiskey. Drake smiled and sighed. You know, when we first met, I wanted to dislike you so badly. You wanted to dislike me? I could tell. Huh? I guess I wasn't subtle about it, was I? Iya, kelihatan banget pas awal-awal. Subtle like a freight train. Well, that was a long time ago. Somewhere along the way, things changed. Oh, Royal, I don't even know why I'm telling you any of this. Drake, I'm too adorable to dislike. Fair enough. You think I'm adorable? I'm saying you're allowed to believe that you are adorable. You think I'm cute? Admit it. I made a terrible mistake. Drake shake his head, but he's smiling. This has all been touching, but I need to rescue Liam from his family for a couple minutes. Drake's right ahead, leaving you to fall to the back of the line with Maxwell and Bertrand. Do I make myself clear? Yeah. Bertrand rides ahead. What was that about? You know, state things, the consequence of valor, and the ruination of our family names and fortune. Oh, just the usual, really. You seem cheaper though. I don't think we're going to fail. You and Liam are getting close, even when he's busy talking to his family. He sneak glance back to you. Maxwell, Liam and I are soulmates. That's the spirit. The trail leads you through the mountain pass. We're coming on our stop. Emerging from the other side. Wow, so beautiful. Whoa. You come upon an old mountain village. Everyone, we have reached our hunting lodge. Our forebears will dine on the day's hunt here, and though we no longer hunt, we will still have a great feast. But first, we race to celebrate our ancestor. Prince Liam leads his mare to the trees across the village. The first to reach Prince Liam will be served first at the feast. You line up with Hannah and the other. Begin! You squeeze Maria and she thundered down the field, leaving the trotting horses behind. Yee! Good job, Maria! You blaze past Prince Liam, winning the race. She is super. That's super horsemanship in action. Servant, please prepare the first plate for Lady Lala. Now then, let's all take some time to rest. Dinner will begin shortly. All the riders dismount and let the servant take care of the horses. Through the shuffle, you find yourself next to Torik. Ah, Lady Lala. Torik, it's been so long. How was your ride? It was a long journey, but I happened to own a pair of boots as soft as a newborn kitten. They are not actually made out of kittens, right? Hardly. I can only hope your ride was at least half as comfortable. I could do that entire ride again. Right now, I am super, Torik. You are certainly impressive. Thanks. Prince Liam taps Torik on the shoulder. Torik, may I have a word with Lady Lala? Of course, Prince Liam. Lady Lala, I hope our paths cross again. Okay, kayak agak serem banget omongannya. Kayak nanti kalau ketemu lagi bakal ada sesuatu yang nggak enak. Torik paused before exiting. My God, finding a moment is harder with all these people around. I'm glad you chose to spend that rare moment with me. Me too. Drake, Maxwell, and Hannah join you and Liam. Hey, the feast is being put out. And they got this supposedly blessed by the spirit of the nearby ruins. Oh, I hear legend about those ruins. They sound magical. People travel from all around just to see them. It's the same. We are not scheduled to see them. We are not? I was hoping to. Why don't we just go anyway? Sound like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Are you sure we should? It'd be nice to spend some time together without this crowd around. What do you say, Lala? This is your chance to have some fun with your friends and spend a little alone time with each of them. Let's do it. Visit the ruin. Let's have an adventure. Alright. I'm excited to visit another piece of Cordonia history. Follow me, I know how to get there. Follow me, I know how to get there. Liam leads the group through the valley. You walk through forest until you break through into a clearing. The old ruined temples rest before you. Oh, here we are. It's so beautiful and serene. Wow. Keren banget. Yup, sure are a bunch of old things here. It's so much more than that. There's something so calm about this place. Can't you sense it? The only things I sense is about a million snakes and probably a couple of rock monsters getting ready to attack us. Rock monster? Do you have rock monster in Cordonia? It was a joke. Just forget it. I want to take it all in. Ya, memang keren banget. It's a lot to see. I want to get closer. Then what are we waiting for? Let's see some old rocks. Everyone disperse into the ruin. Let's go with Liam. I like with Hannah too. Let's go with Liam first. You walk over to Liam, who contemplatively gazes up at the temple. These ruins are amazing. They are beautiful, aren't they? To be standing among buildings that contain such history. There's certainly a sense of awe to it. Father liked to remind of our history. I think as he gotten older, he's become more concerned with this place in it. It probably makes you think too. It does. Soon the crown will be placed on my head, and some historian will record that day as the beginning of King Liam's reign. What kind of legacy will I leave? You, Liam. Whichever one you choose, your action will determine what people think. For the record, I think you'll do great. Thanks, Lala. But I cannot help but wonder, what moniker will they give me? King Liam the Bold? King Liam the Wise? King Liam the Sexy. That'd be a historical first. I love seeing that in a textbook. Liam smiled at you. This is what I love about you, Lala. 1 minute, I can feel the weight of all of Cordonia on my shoulder. And then, with you by my side, I don't feel the weight. I feel the possibility. I feel capable of anything. I should have known that you are the only person who could turn all of this around. Liam, we can do anything together. We are an unstoppable team. That we are. Liam cups your face tenderly. Liam, I could stay here all night. Me too. But we don't want to be missed. We should gather the others soon. I wonder where they have wandered off to. Let's go with Hannah. You find Hannah examining a worn and faded mosaic in one of the temples. Lala, look at this. It's managed to survive after all these years. Well, survive as much as one can. Isn't that all any of us can strive for? Think of how beautiful it must have been in its time. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah, they still look beautiful to me. You're right. Some things only grow better with age. I have visited ruins around where I'm from, and they are just as beautiful as this. It's amazing the feats we can accomplish when we were together. Are you proposing we build our own temple? Maybe, if there were more of us. Hannah runs a finger along the mosaic stone border. I wonder if anything I do will last this long. Will I be like this artist? Or maybe I have a poem written about me? Though there isn't much to say about me, I suppose. You could get a poem about your beauty. Ah, the most beautiful woman of all the lands. Ya, memang Hana tuh cantik. Whose beauty was only rivaled by one Lady Lala. Hey, this is your poem. Doesn't mean you cannot make a cameo. Though it's a little foolish to be concerned about what others will think about you when you are dead. You have no control over what survived. Some great archaeological find could be the work of a potter who was just trying to get by. It's not entirely silly. We want to feel like we did something lasting with our time. Maybe I could be reading into this too much. Maybe the person who made this was simply bored. Who knows? The artist could have been a total jerk. They probably didn't care what we will think anyway. Hannah loud. A cold breeze descended from the mountain. She shivered. I should get close to her. You gently snuggle up against Hannah. We shall huddle together for warmth. Good idea. You sit there, feeling the warmth of Hannah's body against yours. This is nice, but we should probably get out of the cold. Where's everyone else? Wait, let me drink first. Okay, sama Drake. You walk over to Drake, who slumped against one of the tree roots covering a temple. Hey, Royal. You look like you're having a good time exploring. Archaeology isn't really my thing. You can at least look around. It's not like you come here often. I look around. There are some old buildings. That's about it. Don't you want to know where you come from? And what about insight into how people lived long ago? They could have ridden dragon for all I care. It doesn't mean much now. So why did you come out here if you don't really care for these sort of things? I don't think we're going to get many more times like this. Like what? Liam is going to be king soon, and you could very well be his queen. Everything's going to change. You know, Liam will make time for you. You are his best friend after all. Your adventures together are the stuff of legend. They are more like footnotes. Oh, Drake, he's not going to push you out just like that. You don't know that for sure. This is Liam we're talking about. I know, just that I've seen this play out before. If anyone will be different, it's Liam. Yeah, if anyone will buck the trend, it's him. Royal, we may have had some ups and downs between us, but I want you to know that I've enjoyed this little adventure with you. Not just the ruin, but the whole thing since I walked into your bar in New York. You're not bad. Oh, Drake, I care for you too. Royal, He looked at you for a long moment, then shook his head. You're something else. Now, we really need to get you out of here before you completely lost it. All this reflecting isn't healthy for you.
You're right. If I stay much longer, I might melt into a big ball of mush.
He shuddered.
Let's go find the other.
Okay, let's talk with Maxwell. Maxwell stands by the bank, overlooking the river. He skips a rock downstream as you approach him. Not the pathos.
5 skip is my record. It's not much, but it's respectable.
Though there was probably some kids who live here who could skip a stone over 10 times. Want to give it a try?
Sure.
The trick is to clear your mind and become one with the rock. It is an extension of your will. As you skip it across the water, you throw the rock, it skips across the water 7 times before sinking into the river.
Most impressive.
The student has surpassed the master. Aha! Maxwell pick up another rock and skip it across the river. You know, I don't really know all that much about you.
There's not really much to know.
Really? I've seen you talk about yourself for hours at our social event.
They just, small talks, nothing really.
Tell me something real.
What do you want to know, Lala?
Maxwell, do you miss the way things were for your house?
You mean the wealth, the fame, and the endless parties?
I guess when you put it like that,
I do miss those things, but I miss Bertrand's happiness most of all. He took pride in the status and tending to the affair of our house. He felt personally responsible for our current fall from grace, and he paid him every day.
You really care for him.
Of course I do. He's my brother, but there's no need to dwell too much on it.
I got one other question for you. Tell me, why did you decide to sponsor me?
I saw something in you. Daratong Cordonia needed. Hope.
Hope?
Well, the way Liam looked at you, I never seen him look at anyone that way. And he's a really good guy. Maybe the best person I know. I think he deserves a shot at being really happy, even if he is the prince. Anyway, we should be getting back soon. Where's everyone else?
You walk back to the center of the ruin. Maxwell, Drake, Liam, and Hannah join you.
That was lovely. There were not any ghosts.
Why are you sad about that?
I don't know. I'm kind of curious what the ghost will have to say. Will have made a good story. You can always lie. I'll back you up.
That's an idea. Maxwell, you'd lie?
Entertaining people is more important than telling the truth.
Isn't all fiction just a form of lying?
Oh, that is true, I guess.
In a way. But at least then you know it isn't real. True.
Alright, everyone. It's time to head out. Archaeologists, you explore the nearby ruins with your friends.
These ruins were bigger than I thought.
Could have used an open bar in my opinion. The Vince is waiting for us back at the village. Let's go!
The group walked back toward the smell of the food. You watch Noble shuffle along a large medieval buffet table. Wow, that's a lot of meat.
It's not exactly a feast without it.
A little more fruit could not hurt.
I wouldn't mind putting a bunch of fruit on a stick and waving it around like a sword. Alright, let's grab our food before Maxwell gets any other crazy idea. And then I could wear a watermelon as a helmet. I'd be unstoppable. You grab your food and sit down. Maxwell stands up with his glass in hand. A toast to all of us and to our friendship.
To friendship.
To friendship.
To friendship. To friendship. Everyone dig into the fish. Oke teman-teman, sampai di sini dulu The Royal Romance-nya. Kalau kalian suka video aku, please klik like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.